Hello everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to the Thursday Throwdown. I'm gonna quick hop over and share this over to my group, but first I need to kind of giggle about this. I know you know this. The minute you decide, oh, it's a beautiful day, I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna do a Facebook Live outside, feeling the sun and the fresh air. You know that's the minute somebody starts chopping down a tree, mowing their damn lawn, doing something on their house. It happens every time, without fail. So bear with me, because I'm sure there will be like packs of dogs barking any second. But I'm gonna quick just hop over and share this into my group. If you're not familiar with my group over on Facebook, it is Disruptors Nation, and it's an incredible community of women just like you, who are looking to make a huge difference in the world and also create abundance for themselves, learning to stand in their power, learning how to master themselves and truly be in command from the inside out. So if that's the kind of community that you've been looking for, I highly suggest you hop over and join us. So let me just quick share that over there, and then we will be off and running. All right, I think we're good. So today I am really excited to dive into this content, but it would not be right of me if I did not give you a heads up that trigger warning, my friends. I am going there today. I am speaking the truth as I see it, and some of you aren't going to like it, and that's okay. So what I ask you to do when you feel triggered by me or anybody else is to lean in. So when you feel triggered, it's always a gift. It's always an opportunity for you to learn more about yourself and about what's going on. So if me today talking about what I see as the big differences between change agents and disruptors, if that triggers you, I ask you to just lean in. I ask you to examine what your reaction is all about, because this is meant to serve you. This is meant to help you raise self-awareness. This is meant to help you get past your bullshit that's all going on up here, so that you can show up out in the world and make a difference. Because look, anybody who's following me, that's why they're following me. They know that they feel a drive, a passion, that they have a mission, a purpose to make a difference in the world, to create change that truly serves people, to leave a legacy that lasts and continues to serve people long after you're gone, and to create abundance for yourself, whether that's more money, more time, more freedom, more flexibility. But we've got to get real honest about something. So I've been having a lot of conversations lately with women about this whole idea of being a change agent or being a disruptor. Now, before I get into what I think is really going on here, I want to say this much. In and of itself, the term change agent, there's nothing wrong with it. It's clear, it's concise, we all get what it means. But I think there are too many of you who are hiding behind that term. So understand, I'm not attacking the term. Being a change agent is really important. And people like me and people like you are out making change every single day to try to benefit people. But here's what I want you to lean into and listen to and ask yourself. I serve disruptors. These are the women that I look to draw close to me so that I can support them fully, so I can teach them how to be in command of themselves. Because being a disruptor out in the world, it's no joke. You're challenging the status quo every day. You are speaking your truth. You are being visible. You are being vulnerable. And your truth is going to trigger some people. And your truth is going to challenge the status quo, the perceptions, the paradigms, the systems, the behaviors. And look, sometimes we do that in really small micro ways by having little conversations. Maybe it's in the back of your house of faith. Maybe it's at a PTA meeting or a town council meeting. Maybe it's just inside your family. Or maybe you're somebody who's writing a book or running for office or, giving a TEDx speech or running a business or climbing the corporate ladder. And so you're doing it in a macro way. Doesn't matter. I want to challenge this idea of you calling yourself a change agent. And here's why. Again, on the surface, nothing wrong with it. We all get what it is to be a change agent. But when I get down to it and I have private conversations with women about why they call themselves change agents, the reason is because they're afraid to call themselves disruptors. Now, some women will say, I'm uncomfortable using that word, or I don't feel like it resonates. It doesn't match me. And when I probe a little bit further about why you are not stepping into being a disruptor, it's because, for the most part, you're afraid to not be a people pleaser. So a change agent is really kind of a very neutral term. It doesn't have a big charge to it at all. It's good, solid, honest, purposeful work. Being a disruptor is about doing change agent work in a very visible, very vocal, very vulnerable, tenacious way. And I hear women tell me time and time again, I can't be a disruptor. I'm not a disruptor because disruptors are troublemakers, or they're bitches, or they're ball busters, or they're just in it to stir the pot. And today I'm here to tell you that's a misconception. That is a misunderstanding that's holding you back. I'm a disruptor. I surround myself with disruptors. We are women who step up and speak our truth because we know the status quo is not serving the greater good. And does that mean it's going to ruffle some feathers? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm totally okay with that. But these women who are saying to me, I'm just not a disruptor. I'm a change agent. I don't want people to think I'm causing trouble. What I hear is, it's more important for me to be liked than it is for me to shake things up. And I have to tell you, in many, many cases, if you want true, deep, transformative, systemic change, you have to be willing to put down or take off your people-pleasing vest and step up and speak your truth. And I get it. This requires bravery, and it requires clarity, and it requires honesty, and it requires tenacity, and it requires resilience. But there is no quote in the world that is about how nice, quiet women change the world. That's not how we're going to do it, my friends. Now, don't misunderstand me. When I am disruptive, I do it in a respectful way. I'm not unkind. I'm not nice to people. But my greatest driving factor, and the greatest driving factor of a disruptor, is creating change to benefit the greater good. It is about so much more than me, my friends. This work that I'm doing, this message I'm getting out there, these women I'm supporting in my groups, in my mastermind. I'm not here to teach you how to be nicer. I'm not here to teach you how to be a people pleaser. I'm here to teach you how to shake shit up with integrity, with respect, with bravery, with consistency, and in alignment with your values, with the person you are. And at the same time, get out of your own way so that as a result of all this amazing work you're doing in the world, you can receive abundance of all kinds. Time, freedom, money, relationships, opportunities, energy. They're all intertwined. But this world, I'm going to tell you, I'm putting it out there. You may not agree, and that's okay. This world, as it is right now, is not going to heal and change if we as women don't step up, choose to be brave, and choose to disrupt. And if you have been hiding behind this term change agent, what I want to tell you is this. Start being more honest with yourself, because you cannot create change without creating disruption. It's not possible. That is the essence and core of change, is disrupting something that is and creating something new. So if you're hiding and refusing to call yourself a disruptor and put yourself out there as such because you're afraid people won't like you and you are afraid you're coming off as too mean, or you're afraid, or you've heard the message all along, oh, I'm too much. People think I'm too much. Then you are not serving in the way that you could be. And we need you to. We need it in every area of life. We need it in politics. We need it in education. We need it in business. We need it in science and technology. We need it in medicine. We need it everywhere, my friends. We need you to speak it, to sing it, to dance it, to draw it, to write it. And if you are just going to walk around saying, I'm a change agent, the people who are really invested in creating systemic change, that's vanilla. We're not even going to hear you. We're not going to hear you. I need to know, if you want to get me on board with your passion and the change that you are feeling immensely driven to be a part of, then I need to hear why. I need to hear your story. I need to hear why the status quo does not serve people and why it's important for me to be a part of the change. So, if you've been hiding behind being a change agent because you're afraid of what it means and you're afraid of what people are going to think of you and you're afraid of how it's going to come across, and you believe it means you have to be somebody you're not, I'm here to tell you that's all BS and you can let it go. You can let it go. And when you step into your own personal power and you speak the truth about the things that matter the most to you, that is how you serve people. That's how you serve people. And in order to do that, we have to have people's attention. And so I'm not saying go out and fly your freak flag unless that's what you want to do. But I am saying that showing up as strong and confident and committed and tenacious and vulnerable is what's going to move the needle for you. Now, I also know the majority of this, it's an inside job. So you can tweak your business strategy, you can tweak your business plan, you can tweak your political campaign, you can tweak your, book proposal, you can tweak your TEDx talk, you can change all of those strategic, tactical things. And they will help and they will move the needle. But your success as a disruptor is an inside job. So if things like not having a clear vision, having lots of fear or anxiety or guilt or shame, constantly sabotaging yourself by either getting overwhelmed and then shutting down or working your ass off like you're a speeding freight train headed for a cement wall, or if that negative inner dialogue, who the hell are you to step up and say, vote for me, buy my book, listen to my talk, buy for my business? If these are the things that are stopping you, or your beliefs about who you are, the work you're doing, money, service, power, or a label, a term like disruptor, if those beliefs are what are holding you back, your tactical approach to success is not going to make an ounce of difference. So if you are as committed to being of service to people, whether it's just a tiny number of people in your community or it's millions of people across the globe, does not matter. Either way, you've got to learn to master your inner landscape and be in command of yourself so that you can show up consistently. You can be visible, you can be vocal, you can be vulnerable, you can be authentic, you can be honest, you can compel people, and yes, sometimes you're going to polarize and trigger people. And it's the inner BS, I like to call it, that gets in the way from us being able to execute consistently. And if you are ready to shift that, then I've got the thing for you. It is literally my favorite free activity. I do it a couple times a year. Hundreds of women have gone through this in the last 2 or 3 years. And it's called the Blow Up Your Bullshit 5-Day Challenge. And we dive right in and we identify the things that have been holding you back on the inside. And then I teach you how to move the needle on them and shift them so that your inside is contributing to a powerful outside experience. And then I invite you to go way deeper with me for 6 months and completely transform yourself. You don't become a different person. You become more of who you truly are. So if that is something that you are interested in and you want to join us, click on the link and hop in. We start Monday, April 8th. It goes 5 days, and there's an opportunity if you share it out with your people to get a really killer workbook. And I get comments about this challenge all the time about it being totally life-changing. There's no fluff, my friends, zero fluff. It might be free, but there's zero fluff in it. It is all about getting down to it and shifting the nonsense, the BS, the limiting beliefs, the fears, all the things inside of you that are holding you back from showing up and making the difference that you were born to make. So click the link, register to join us, and I'll see you on April 8th. Much love, everybody.